Hello everybody, the Great Dino Ranger here again, back with another review. Today we have another exciting figure pack that we're going to be taking a look at today. And we're taking a look at the Jurassic World Rebirth, Duncan Kincaid, and Velociraptor pack. So I'm very stoked to have this. This is like probably the last of the human packs I really wanted because it was the human character I didn't have yet. But yeah, and I finally have it. So as of recording this intro part right here, it's Easter, so I know this video isn't going to come out until much later after Easter has already taken place, but at the point of this recording, it is Easter, so I know this is late, but happy belated Easter to everyone, to those who celebrate it. I did get this as a little Easter gift from my parents, so a huge thank you to them. And I'm very happy to have it because this is one of the last of the human packs I've been wanting. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to have this one. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a brief look at the packaging here. It's your standard, Rebirth human packaging with the signature colors and the jungle background, the awesome Spinosaurus and the Mattel logo, the Jurassic World Rebirth logo, and it says Duncan Kincaid and Velociraptor. And yeah, these two look really nice in my opinion. So on the side here, it says Jurassic World Rebirth. And over here, you just got some other boring stuff. And on the back, it shows you a lot of cool stuff. It shows you the Rebirth logo, some fact app information, the other human pack in the lineup. I'm not in a huge hurry to get this one. I would only get it just for the Parasaurolophus because that one's a really cool looking Dominion looking Parasaurolophus. But since I already have Ruben, I'm not in a huge hurry to get it, but eventually I will because I do want that Parasaurolophus. But this is the main pack I've been wanting next. So you got a nice little picture of Duncan and the Velociraptor. You can see he comes with binoculars and his little weapon. That's really cool. Duncan Kincaid and Velociraptor. It's part of the land area. So that is really cool stuff here. Really excited to open this up and take a closer look at it. So yeah, let's go ahead and crack this figure out. Alrighty, so here we have the Duncan Kincaid and Velociraptor pack out of the box. And just like all the other human dino packs we've gotten in the past, this is another great set. I always love getting these that come with a dinosaur, a human, and some accessories, especially if it's something from a movie. And yeah, this is another great set. I really like the look of this one. So we got Duncan right here, which is one of my favorite characters in Rebirth, alongside Henry Loomis and Zora Bennett. Those three are definitely my favorite characters from Rebirth. And Duncan here, yeah, he's a really great character, and I really enjoyed his character a lot in the film. And I'm really happy to have a figure of him in my collection. So yeah, taking a look at the Duncan figure right here, it looks just like the character in the film. It looks just like the actor. And yeah, everything about this figure looks really good. I like how the printing on the face looks really good. It's pretty spot on. It's not like misprinted like some figures in the past, but yeah, the face looks really good, and all of the detail on his clothing looks really good as well, with like all the fine detail with the pockets, and the buttons and all the cool, little stuff on his little belt. Pockets on his pants, and even the laces on his boots, they all look really good. Not only that, but Mattel did a really nice job with adding all the little creases and folds onto his clothing, like here on his shirt. You got some creases here around the shoulders and here on the main body right there. Then we also got some more back here, and then a lot of nice creases in the clothing here for the pants, and the boots look good as well. Nice little folds in there too. So yeah, everything about this figure just looks really good. Even the hat looks really nice as well. Everything just looks pretty accurate to what we got in the film. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And also, it looks like Duncan is a pretty muscular guy, and Mattel did a pretty good job kind of showing off, or the sculpt work on his muscles on his arms. So that's pretty good sculpt work right there. And he has little wristbands here on this arm, and his little watch on this arm, and they look pretty good as well. And yeah, everything about this figure, like I said, is really good. Color-wise, the colors are pretty spot on as well. Matches Duncan exactly how he is in the film. I like the color choices he has on his clothing too. It's very jungle-esque, so it fits perfect for a Jurassic. I really like the little splotchy colors that they put on his pants. Has like that camo effect to it, so that looks really good. And I like the colors they have for the boots. And I like that they added a silver for the buckle on his belt. And I like how the belt is a different color as well, so it kind of separates that from the shirt, so it looks a bit more realistic. So yeah, I enjoy that a lot. For articulation, this figure, the head can swivel 360, and they can slightly go up and down a little bit. Here at the shoulders, they can pivot in and out just like that, and they can position or rotate 360. He's even got an elbow joint right here, kind of stiff, but it still works. That just moves forwards and backwards, and that can also rotate as well. He's got a waist or a swivel at the waist right here, which is pretty nice. And then here at the hips, they can pivot in and out, but they can also move forward and backwards. And then he's also got a knee joint as well that can move forward and backwards, and even that can also rotate 360. And that's pretty much it. So other than that, it's your pretty standard human articulation for all of Mattel's humans that they've done throughout all the years that Mattel has had the Jurassic license. So yeah, pretty solid figure. I don't have any complaints with this Duncan figure. It looks pretty spot on to what we got in the film. So I really do like this figure a lot. I'm glad to have him in my collection. And then we got the little accessories that Duncan came with. First up, we have binoculars, which look pretty nice. I think we've gotten a few binoculars before in some previous figures, so it's nice to get another pair. And I think these ones are a different sculpt, so a different look, which makes it stand out compared to the other ones. And the detailing that they have on the binoculars look pretty good as well, especially here at the top. Nice little sculpt work on the binoculars and where the eye lenses are, so that's pretty good. And you got the little straps, which looks pretty good, and you got this little texturing here, this little detail here at the end of the strap, which is pretty nice as well. Kind of like a little handle piece, but it's really cool because I guess you could have him hold it, but it's mainly used just to wrap around the neck, which looks really good. I really like how these accessories are just so compatible with these human figures, so I really do like that a lot. And then he also has another weapon, the DNA collecting weapon that we got in Rebirth. I believe this same weapon came with Zora, but it's the exact same weapon. I don't think it's a different color, but it's the exact same one. You got the little dart right here that they use to shoot to collect the DNA, the blood from the 3 larger animals that they're hunting for. So that looks really good. The weapon here has a lot of great detail on it, so Mattel did an excellent job with that. A lot of great detail going on all over the weapon right here. Just nice detail, and I don't know, it just looks really good. Mattel likes to add all these fine little details to everything they make, and it just looks really good. And even the needle itself looks pretty good, nice and sharp for the most part. It's not gonna look super sharp, but it looks, pretty good as it is. So yeah, I really like this a lot, and it's kind of made of like somewhat of a sturdier rubber. Because I don't know, just the way it feels just feels a bit more like a sturdier rubber, and it does fit on the human hands pretty nicely. As we can see, I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, these aren't like Hammond collection figures where you can get them in a better position, but you can make it hold it just like that, which works pretty good. So it's really nice to have Duncan and Zora come with the same weapons. I don't even know, only Zora pretty much used the weapon, but still, I think it's pretty good how they have 2 of them. So yeah, really happy with this Duncan figure. Now we're going to take a look at the main dinosaur in this pack, and that is the Velociraptor. Now this is the other Velociraptor variant that was seen in Jurassic World Rebirth. Now obviously, unfortunately, the Raptors did not have a lot of screen time in Rebirth. Actually, their screen time was butchered pretty badly. It wasn't even like a full-on scene. Like, you didn't even get a good look at them because these 2 Raptors in Rebirth had really cool designs. It's obviously the same designs from Jurassic Park 3. They were just different colors, and I really do enjoy the colors. It's really unfortunate that we didn't get a good look at them. And that was pretty much the only scene we got them in the film, was when they're sneaking up on Xavier, and then that one just gets ambushed by a Mutodon and gets killed. And the other one, this one in particular, dips and just runs away and leaves his buddy to fend for himself. But yeah, unfortunately, that's all we got with the Velociraptors Rebirth. Hopefully we'll get more raptor scenes in the future. But yeah, this is the other colored variant of the Velociraptor we got in Rebirth, which does have like this orangish color with some dark markings, kind of like the Tiger Raptors from the Lost World, though it is very different looking, so at least it makes it look unique. This raptor looks pretty darn nice. I really do like how Mattel did the Rebirth Raptors, and it's nice to see the JP3 Raptors return again, at least in terms of design. But yeah, I really do like this one. However, the head is kind of a little odd to me in some angles. I don't know, there's just something about it that does look a little weird, but even though there is something weird about it, I really do like this figure. This is a pretty nice, you know, danger pack raptor for this lineup. So it looks really good. The detailing on the raptor looks pretty nice. It's got kind of like your typical raptor head shape right there. Nice detail all over the side of the face as well, which looks pretty nice. Not really scales, but kind of like a texture in the skin that kind of gives off the illusion of scales. You see the nostrils right there. You got the little ridge crest right there. You got a little ridge above the eyes with some nice little bumps along the edges of them, which look pretty cool. You got the little ear hole right there. The eyes look pretty good. The mouth looks pretty cool too. The teeth look phenomenal on this one, nice and sharp looking. Definitely a lot better than previous raptors that Mattel has done in the past. But yeah, I really do like the way the teeth look. The inside of the mouth looks pretty good as well. Pretty basic detail, nothing special. But it's kind of weird where the joint is, where the jaw is, because it looks like the mouth is supposed to extend to right here, except the joint is like further up front. So it kind of gives, that's part of the weird look that it has, and it is a bit windy. But you know, it is what it is. The neck is pretty thick, but it's also a little too long for, in my opinion. We'll get into more of that later in comparisons, but you got the signature quills on the top of the head, very famous for the JP3 Raptors, and the quills look pretty good as well. Nice amount of detail for each individual quill, which looks pretty good. Nice amount of wrinkles along the neck as well, and along the bottom of the neck. Got some nice little bumps or osteoderms going along the neck as well. And the rest of the body looks pretty good. Nice amount of musculature throughout the sculpt, just kind of giving it like that lifelike look for these figures. And yeah, it looks pretty good. The detailing throughout the entire body is really nice as well. It's very tiny, fine looking scales that are sculpted in throughout the entire figure, which looks amazing. Mattel did an excellent job with the detailing all over the body, especially with these really tiny scales. You get like this really cool texturing of scales or skin here along the side, which is pretty interesting looking. But it's really cool, nice little detail there, and it stands out compared to the rest of the scaling throughout the rest of the body. So that looks pretty cool. The entire underside of the figure just has a lot of this nice wrinkly skin texture for the underbelly, which looks pretty good. I like the detail they have there, and you got a little bit more of that line texture going throughout the rest of the tail, which looks really good as well. So the detailing looks great. The arms look great as well. Nice musculature, nice little detail in the sculpt or the texturing of the skin. The arms, or the hands, excuse me, look pretty good as well. They look a little too large in my opinion, but it's nothing terrible. You got the little ridges along each digit, which looks really nice as well. The claws look great. The legs themselves look really good as well. Like I said, really great amount of detail here along the side of the leg. Great muscle definition along the leg as well. Obviously this raptor did not skip leg day at all. And the feet look really good as well. Nice detail and texture in the skin all over the sculpt right here, which looks great. And the feet themselves look great. The claws look nice and sharp for the most part. It's as best as what you're gonna get with these figures. And they got the little ridges of scales along each toe as it goes up the foot, which looks really good as well. So yeah, the feet look great, and the little dew claw looks good here on this side as well. The bottoms of the feet are nicely done. Nice amount of sculpt detail on the underside. Got the T-Rex logo right there, and the FACSAP code right there. And yeah, the detailing all over the figure is just amazing on this raptor. The colors are really good as well. I really love the colors. I like this little beige color they have with a lower jaw and a little bit down the neck. Would have been nice to see that continue all the way down, in my opinion. And the majority of the body is like this orangish light brown color, which looks really good, kind of reminiscent to the tiger raptors, like I said. And then the eye is like a nice yellow color. And then for the slit pupil, and you got some, it's like a dark black color, and you get that same black around the eye, which highlights the eye very nicely. It gives it a really cool look. And then you got this really cool pattern or design along the back, the top half of this raptor in this black color. It's like you got some stripes that are connected with this longer stripe. And almost looks like a splotchy looking effect, almost like lightning maybe a little bit. And I really do love the look of it. It's really cool looking. It's definitely different than what we've gotten before with previous raptor colors. So I really do like the patterns, the design of these stripes here on the back of this raptor, and they look really good. The quills are painted in a nice black color as well, which makes them stand out. And then for the toe claws, they're actually painted, which is really nice. And they're painted in like a really dark brown. It's different than the dark color we have up here. Sadly, the dew claw and the finger claws are not painted, but you know, it is what it is. And then you got a really nice yellowish speckling, maybe the same color as the underside right here, kind of sprinkled throughout the entire body, which I think is different colors molded into this color for this plastic, which gives it a really cool look to it. Like, it doesn't look sloppy at all. It actually gives like a really cool look to it, especially right here along the shoulder. So I really do like the little speckling of yellow, even though we might not actually get that in the film, but still I really like the effect that it has on this figure. For the mouth, the teeth are nicely painted in a nice beige white color. Then the tongue and the gum flaps are painted in a reddish, you know, fleshy color, and everything else is not painted, unfortunately. But it's as good as what you're gonna get, I guess. For articulation, the jaw can open and close just like that. And then the neck can go down about that far, so you can make it look down, and you can make it look up like that, as if it's looking at a Mutodon. And then it can also rotate just like that, 360, and then the arms can basically just go forward and backwards. Same with the legs, just forward and backwards. Pretty basic, but it works. And then you got a little swivel for the tail, which obviously I don't really use, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this little raptor. So now we're going to get on to comparisons. So obviously we can see how big this raptor compares with a human figure, and it's pretty accurate, this scaling that we have going on here. So yeah, pretty accurate here. But we're also going to compare this raptor with the other Rebirth raptor that we have, the only other individual that we got in the film. And yeah, these two look great together. They look right at home, just like in Rebirth. And yeah, the colors really work well together. I don't even know if these are supposed to be two different genders for the raptors. I don't know if one's female and one's male. I feel like both of them are male because they both have the quills. But interestingly, the quills on this orange one are a lot more smaller than this one. These ones are a lot more longer, so I don't know if that's a difference there between if one's a male, one's female. I'm not entirely sure. There's still a lot of mysteries on these raptors, but you can see there's a difference in terms of the heads and the neck, which is pretty interesting. I'm surprised, you know, Mattel just didn't put this whole head and neck onto this figure, just repainted it differently. But you can see the bodies are different poses in the legs and different poses in the arms and the hands. This body's a little bit more crouched down as if it's sneaking up on something, just like it was doing in Rebirth. This one's a bit more upright. But yeah, the heads are a lot different, which is pretty interesting. I really like the head sculpt on this blue one a lot better than this one. As you can see, this head just seems a bit more shrunken in, and this one seems perfectly elongated, which this one being shrunken in gives off like this neck being super long and just really awkward looking. So it is kind of weird looking. I don't know why they made it look like that, but it's not terrible, but it's definitely noticeable compared to a really cool head sculpt like this one. But you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we get some Hammond Collection version of these raptors in the future, because that would be sick. And as you can see, the yellow beige color continues down to the chest, which unfortunately we don't get with this one. And this one's toe claws aren't even painted compared to this one. So there is some differences, though a lot of the paint budget went onto the head on this one, because the coloration on this head is just gorgeous on this raptor. But yeah, these two raptors look really great next to each other. And lastly, here we have Duncan compared with the rest of the Rebirth human figures that we have gotten so far from Mattel. I'm actually not even sure if we're gonna be getting any other Rebirth characters unless it's like re-releases or something like that. But this is basically all the characters we've gotten um, from Mattel from the Rebirth movie. We've got Ruben, Isabella, Dr. Henry Loomis, Duncan, Zora, and Krebs. Which is pretty much like the main group of people, I guess you could say. I'm just glad to have Loomis, Duncan, and Zora. Obviously, we're missing Ruben's oldest daughter, Teresa, her boyfriend, Xavier. We're also missing the other three mercenaries, Atwater, Leclerc, and Nina. So, excuse me, it's a little unfortunate that we didn't get any of those characters, but though yet again, there's a lot of characters from like Dominion and Fallen Kingdom and even the first Jurassic World, even the Lost World, for example, a lot of characters that Mattel still hasn't given us figures for. So I guess it's just a common thing nowadays. But still, it's really cool to have this whole lineup of Rebirth figures in my collection, and they all look really good next to each other. Alrighty, everyone, so that's about to wrap it up for this review. Hopefully it's not too long for you guys, but yeah, for my final thoughts, I really love this set. It's another set to enjoy. I really like these human dinosaur packs. I will say I really wish these packs were much easier to find. They're not very easy to find at all. I wish their distribution was much better. I don't like having to rely online to find these, but it's unfortunate that none of these Rebirth sets have appeared in stores like Walmart or Target. So yeah, distribution wise, it's not very good, but I'm really glad to have this in my collection. It's definitely worth it if you're able to find it wherever that may be, but it's definitely worth it. I really do enjoy this set. It's also from a movie, so it's pretty worth it. You get another raptor from the film, you get another human character, and Duncan's a pretty awesome character. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this set up if you guys can find it, because I really enjoy it a lot. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again for the next video.